Hello, welcome to S7FX. So let's start our video. Sorry, I was having an important call, so I could not resist it. Okay, so let's open our MT4. DJ is falling quite heavily. Yeah. Hello, Akash. I'm just adjusting my MT4 chart. No, in the beginning, never try to just hurry. Let's see you are looking at these candles. Never try to just hurry in your analysis and just take trades. Like, don't think like you will miss some trade. You should have to do hurry. No. From my experience, I observed whenever I did hurry, it end up in a loss. So never try to do your analysis fast just for the sake of taking trade. Let's mark our weekly line, our weekly high, previous weekly high, and we are having our it's shown. We are at our weekly low, which is can say that you can see that if we are approaching this weekly low, so there is a high chance that it can reject from this area. So we will be very cautious, and this is the reason why we should never hurry in doing our analysis. If you are late or anything, never hurry. Take trade. Today is Monday, so on Monday I try to see the weekly high low when close. And from this, I can expect some. I can make some idea where the market should go. Mark our previous daily high and low. Okay. I'm absolutely fine, Arjun. So GJ is now giving me some. Let's just try to take a trade. Will not do any hurry because let me just do the analysis correctly. Okay. I'm planning to take an entry in GJ. We are having some. Mm, it's very early to take the trade right now. I just want to do some more analysis. Right? And it's also taking more time than usual. I was planning, but again, see what makes me turn off. First thing, if you look at a 4 hour candle, it has already given you a nice down move. And after that nice down move, it again gave us nice 1 hour move. Okay. So in this type of scenario, there you can easily get some sort of retracement before coming down. Okay. So that is why if let's suppose this is happening at this area, then I would definitely take the entry. But right now, I'm little bit skeptical on this trade. So let's move to our next indexes. Let's first look the weekly. In weekly, we are seeing some gap down. Generally, it happens that if you see some gap down, then there is a high chance that it comes up and fill this gap. Okay, so we will be very cautious before taking any trade entry towards the downside. Daily, we are having a daily low. On Monday, we get some unexpected moves also. So very cautious before taking any entry. This is in, yes, I had tried as a FMP and I did not like it. The trading is already complicated thing, and there is no need to make it that much of complicated. Or the thing which is already complicated, don't try to make it more complicated. And when I tried SMC, I feel the same thing. Like I was making the thing unnecessary complicated. Trading itself is very complicated, and their techniques were like a lot of discussion, a lot of second guessing. That is it. See, we are having this sort of gap down, so we can expect this sort of gap, this gap fix. So this is the thing which I did not wanted to see. Let's suppose I would be in this entry, then you can see it has already retraced a lot. I do not want to see this sort of drawdown. No, I don't trade GT. Never try to trade two strategy in one funded account. Always stick with one trading style. If you want to change any trading style, then uh, stop your previous one and then try another, then try new one. Never try to trade with gold. We can expect some sort of move at this area. From this area, we can expect some sort of rejection. At this area, we are having hello, Smiley. So it is basically support and resistance sort of a strategy, which I have like. I did not take any mentorship for this strategy. It is just my own. Try to make support and resistance and then trade according to it. I cannot say that he is still a like experienced trader. There are Is there any issue with my sound quality? Can anyone give me a feedback about my sound? Okay, perfect. We are having some sort of resistance area. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. But if we get a nice break towards the down, then that will be a very trade. If we see a nice closing candle like this, a black candle comes down and closes like this, then that would be a very nice trade. Let's wait. Let me open my 54 so that I can keep an eye on all the charts. US 30, we are seeing some sort of move, but still it is you know, it's in range. So I'm not I will not be looking for any trade right here in this sort of range. Gold has started making some. This is quite good. If it comes down and closes below it, then that will be a high probability trade. Let's look at AJ because AJ is also looking quite promising for me. In the beginning, I always used to think that if you are a like intraday trader or some sort of a scalper, then why you need to analyze the market on weekly and daily basis on 4 hour basis. But now I understand the reason. But it gives you a flow that where the market is heading. So that is why we should always keep a clear understanding of higher time frames, what the higher time frames are doing, where it is heading towards. Gold is making a move. TJ is also trying to make some move. Nice. You can see the gold. This is the good thing. The thing which I this is the thing which I was expecting from gold is in my radar. Gold is falling heavily. But again, let's wait for candle to close, because this is a weekly resistance. So there is a high chance it can give you a wick and go up and close all the way up at this area. So we will be waiting patiently before taking any entry in gold. No, because yes, 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 Simon, I'm planning. Because when trading is a very lonely thing, and believe me, I have found so many good people in my live stream. I usually found like it's very interesting. Always found good people here, and when you trade with with some like with some good traders, then it also helps you to learn good new things. See, let's suppose I am in this entry. So it would be a very difficult work. Thanks, Emma. So nice of you. See, this is the reason why. The reason why I was little suspicious on this. No, because it's a weekly zone, and sometimes what happens in this that sort of zones, we get a very bearish candle like this. Okay, and let's suppose you don't know that this is a weekly zone. You have not done your thorough analysis. Then what will happen? You will just jump on this candle, and so many times what gold does, it just give you a wick and will close up like this. It will give you a lower wick like this. It will close all the way up. It, I have observed so many times it does happen because people don't ignore monthly and weekly time frames or daily time frames. If they are trading intraday or minute time frame, then they will just stick to 15 minute or 5 minute. That is not a good thing. You have to have idea of all the things which is running around. So it's my own strategy. I have stopped trading gorilla strategy. It is some sort of support and resistance strategy which like. I have observed like so many times that markets usually go from zone to zone. So that from there I get the idea, and I don't know how it just come into my mind. I back tested it, and the result was quite good. So I tried to implement this thing on my live account, and I did, and I get my payout. So I thought to let just do it live. So when you do something live, then you become like you know you start doing it more seriously because there are so many people who will watch you. They will try to do a less mistakes when you do it live. So that is the reason why I started doing it live, and it also helps you to decrease over trading. What I have observed it. Like in my, if I see my past, then I usually used to take like 5 trades in like 2 and 2 hour, 2.5 hour. But right now this week, I what I have observed, like the last 2 weeks I am doing the live stream, and I have observed that my like I'm getting only quality of trades, not the quantity. I'm just getting quality trades. So this is why I'm continuing this thing, and I will keep I will keep live streams, keep doing live streams. Here the gold has made its mind to down. It came down and just testing the 61.8. Just 2 minutes, we will be looking for an entry in gold. Just 2 minutes. Let me just check the charts again. So just 1.5 minutes. If we get a nice close, we will be looking for an entry in gold. Just maximize the gold chart and open our trading view so that we can get all the ideas. There is no need to say thank you, Simon. I'm happy that you are liking it. I'm happy that you are believing in me. If we get a nice bearish close at this area, then I would like to take an entry in uh, AJ. It's not giving us opportunity right now because see, it just refresh all the way now. GJ also not look at the gold, gave us a big wick at the bottom, which is not which is definitely not a good idea to take trade in this sort of. This is the reason why I always say to wait for a candle to close. Let's wait patiently. Not willing to take any trade in gold because just give us a large look at the bottom. This is not a break. A good break means it just break it and continue its move to the down. But you can see there is lots of uh, selling buying pressure at this area. This is 1.8, so that is why we are seeing some sort of retracement. That is fine. If it will come down there, then we are having area. This is the area I will be looking. If the candle will come down and just touch it, is coming down quite well. it comes all, I'm just waiting that I want to just see how this candle moves. It's, it's trying to continuously to the downside, which is good. So I'm placing an order because it is continuing its move to the downside. I'm just trying to place an order at this area. Stop loss will be where stop loss will be somewhere at around this area. Let me just check the is quite fast. Okay, let's place our order. Stop loss will be somewhere at around this area. That will be a bigger stop loss. Let's make an entry. It's retracing quite heavily. It's not good. Came down aggressively and started to retrace all the way back. Not good. I have just placed an entry at around this area. If the market again comes down till this area, then there is a high chance it will continue its move to the downside. So that is why I have placed it at this area again. If it does not comes down and makes a bullish candle, then that will be then I will be just removing my order. If it comes down and tag me in, then there is a high chance that it will continue its move to the downside. But if it does not tag me in, then the will like then there is a very low chance that it will again come down. Let's wait and see. But market has there is going to tag me in or not. So my order has been activated. Let's mark our take profit. That will be somewhere at around this area. When this candle will close, I will be managing my stop loss just above this candle, just 1 or 2 pips above this candle, somewhere at around this area. This will make my I will not care whether it's a bullish candle or bearish candle. I will be just managing my stop loss just above 1 or 2 pips above this candle. Just that's it. I don't want to lose more than this because let's suppose this candle uh, Let's suppose market wants to go up, then it will definitely go up and take my stop loss. So I will not be. I'm not willing to take more than that much of risk. Let it run because gold. If when gold breaks any resistance or support, so it gives this sort of volatile moves. When it gives break any support or resistance, it is gold's style. See, it went all the way up. Then it's again coming at our break even. It does this sort of things. That is fine. It's, it has started moving towards our take profit. That is quite good. We have a very reasonable take profit. Is this once this candle close, I will definitely ignore stop loss above this area, just at around this area. So let's suppose market goes up, then I will not be in a loss. A full 1% loss. I will not be in a full 1% loss. There is a high chance that it will come down and give us our take profit. Okay. Let the candle close. Just give me a minute. I will be right back. It's coming down quite nicely. It is about to hit my take profit, which is good. Let's look our other pairs. US 30 is almost 2% down. They are just 2 seconds to close. Gold is gold has been closed quite bearish. Let me just mark our entries. Take entry at this area. Stop loss was somewhere at around this area. When my stop take profit is at around this area. We are about to hit. It is about to hit my take profit. It just did not hit it by just 2 3 pips, but there is a high chance that it will just take my. It will just hit my take profit. I'm just managing my stop loss at around break it, at around. I have just minimized the risk. So you can see that it has. Uh, you can see it has just taken my give. It has just hit my take profit. 2 days straight. You can see it just hit my take profit, which is quite good. MT4, I got this bearish candle MT. Nice, nice, Akash, nice. It was almost 0.5% trade. DJ is DJ is at a place where it can give us some sort of range, which is not good. AJ is giving me some confidence to take this entry. If we get a nice bearish close like this, then I would like to take the entry. If you get a nice bearish close, let's suppose this candle comes down and closes somewhere at around this area, then I will definitely like to be in this trade. The profit will be at around this area, somewhere at around this area. But again, it is just following some sort of range, so which is not good. Gold is again continuing its move to the downside. You can also look another entry in gold. Let's wait to see how this candle closes because this candle was very bearish and we are having some sort of a strong zone at this area. You can see, we look at the 30-minute, we are having some sort of resistance zone at this area. So there is a high chance it can give you pullback also. So you will be very cautious at this area. If it comes down and breaks this area, then it will there is a high chance that it will come and test this area. If you are trading this sort of a strategy, then it is very important to uh, take your profits at the exact zone from where you can think that the market can give you a retracement. It is very important. Is on AJ. If we get a nice break, will be a good entry. You can expect a nice at 7 p.m. IST. We can expect some sort of nice bullish candle from US 30. Otherwise, market is quite slow. You can see how the length of this candle is decreasing. If you compare the previous two candles and the length of this candle, it is clearly showing that it is getting some resistance from this area. So let's suppose someone will try to enter from this candle. That will be a very risky trade. To get a nice candle, then that will be a good. But at this point, it is half time has been over. Like more than 66% time has passed. The 2 5 minute candle has been formed. It is still not able to make a body of at least half of its previous candle. It's a sign that it is facing some resistance at this zone. Gold. What I told you that it is it was a bearish candle, but just by looking at the time and the place, it I made a decision that I made an opinion that there is a high chance that it will give you a retracement. Well, because like more than half time has been over and it is still not able to make a body of 15, at least a 50% of the previous candle. It is itself a sign that it is facing resistance from the downside. It is facing buying pressure. Every time it is not like you have to just the candle must have to appear to decide what you want to do or not. Just by looking at the time and the size of the candle, you can make an idea what what is happening inside the body of this candle. If let's suppose I get some range at this area, and then again I can break this resistance, then I will definitely take an entry somewhere at around this area. My stop loss will be somewhere at around this area. Right now, I'm not looking into it. Yesterday, I just want to share something with you guys. Yesterday, I saw a video of one of a trader who just lost his 140K account, 140K funded account. He just lost his account, 140K account. And, it was, and he's a SMC trader. He's a SMC trader and he lost his 140K account. And he said that he was able to make around, he's also a mentor. He said that he was able to make around 6 to 10%. Okay, each month. On an average, he was able to make around 10% each month. But thought that if, like, what I have observed, like if you are a SMC trader, you all almost made like 1:7 in each trade, minimum 1:7. Okay, in each trade. SMC trader average make 1:7 in his or her trade. If he what he claims, if his claims is right. Okay. So what I was thinking, let's suppose he makes average 10%. So it means how much he is taking, how much trades he is taking, and what is his win rate that he achieved only 10%. And let's suppose he keeps his risk small. Let's suppose, let's assume that he keeps his risk like I am using just 0.2% of my capital. So let's suppose he also is using 0.2% of his capital. But can you believe that just by risking 0.2%, you will get that much of loss that you just lost your 140k funded account? Sometimes it feels like you are just doing support and resistance trading, and in that and resistance trading, you just mark random, like you have just made some uh, arrangements to take place as your stop loss, and it is just luck. Whether you call it a smart money or dumb money, it is just luck. Sometimes you just risk 2 pips, and in next a 15-minute candle form, and you just make around it move 20 pips. So you made around 1:10. It is basically luck. You do get these type of trades. If I also try to just let's suppose I mark a line at this area, and I just one like I just do this on the 10 places, and in 10 places what will happen, in some place, like just I just mark it at, and my stop loss is just right now I'm just on 15-minute time frame. Let's suppose see a 1 minute time frame, and my stop loss, I just place a stop loss like this. Then it will easily fall down like this, and I will be making at around 1:10. Is it consistent? Is it able to pass your challenge, or keep giving you trades so that you can consistently keep your account alive, keep your funding account alive? Is it enough? So this is the second mentor. The first one, so first one was from Phantom. Her name is Tatiana, and she lost her challenge. She lost her challenge of 100k. Okay, she lost her 100k challenge, and how she violated 5% drawdown rule. Okay, she violated 5% drawdown rule. So I assumed that no matter how big the drawdown of Gorilla, but still it is very difficult to lose or violate this 5% criteria with Gorilla also. If you trade Gorilla well, I have traded Gorilla and I have made quite profit. I passed my challenge from Gorilla only. Okay, and one of my friend is still like trading Gorilla, and he was not able to pass the challenge, but still he was managed to keep his account alive. Like he did not violate any criteria. Every month he was able to, from the last like 7 months, he was able to keep his account safe. He was able to keep his account safe. But I was very like confused after seeing this sort of result, that a mentor just loses his like just by risking 0.5%, he take 10 trades, and both 10 were loss. Both 10 trades were in loss, and she lost her like she violated a criteria, which was very shocking for me. And yesterday I saw a video where like he's a mentor. He's telling that he makes 10% in a month in from SMC, and he lost his account. So I don't understand what is the what those guys are doing. Has started giving us some move. It's quite nice. Let's mark our the charts because so now we can see that AJ has started its move, which I was expecting. I also tried to learn SMC at some point because when from Gorilla I was it was getting very difficult to make that much of percentage so that I can pass any prop form challenge. And my goal was pretty much clear that I wanted a strategy from that I can pass challenge at least 8 times in a year. It means that there my strategy must have been able to pass any challenge at least 8 times in a year. But with Gorilla, it was not possible. Gorilla, your average can be 16 or 17%, but you know, like some months can be 25%, other month can be below 5% also. So that was not consistent. Consistency means like you get like this much of percentage so that you can pass a challenge. That is a consistency. And if let's suppose you in 1 month you are making 40% and other month you are minus 2%, is it average will be okay? But what about this? Will you get the confidence that I can run my family like this sort of thing? No, I don't know how long this 2% minus 2% will continue. I don't know when will I get my 40% month. I don't need this much of amount. I just need a consistent of let's suppose 5 to 10% consistent. I don't need 40%. I don't need 20%. Just 5 to 10% consistent. And this is the reason why I left Gorilla because I was not able to get this 5 to 10% consistent just by risking 1%. 1% is a like a big money. 1%. GJ also making it smooth. It's I will be waiting for the close of I will be waiting for the close of 15-minute candle before taking any entry. It's quite nice, quite good. AJ is falling quite heavily. See, let's suppose I would have been taking this trade. So this will be a losing trade because in my let's suppose I take an entry at this area. I will definitely after this candle, this sort of candle, I will be managing it above this candle. It would be a losing entry. As I did not, as I saw the height of this candle was not enough to so that I could take the entry. I'm just waiting for 15-minute candle to close, then I will definitely place my entry. Now I'm just waiting. Happy birthday, Hans. Is it okay, Arjun? That AJ. That is why I always say to just wait for a 15-minute candle to close. Look how it retraced all the way up. Look, if let's suppose anybody is trading on 5-minute time frame and he just take entry on this candle, then that would be second name is quite. I mean, the, I'm not going to read his second name. Arjun, I'm doing law. I'm a law student, fourth year law student. I know how to play with words. This is quite good. Gold is looking quite nice to me. I would like to take a gold entry, which is if I get the entry at right time, then that will work at that. Is looking quite good. Let's wait for like in 3 minutes the candle will close. Then I will decide. But you know, why I was willing to take the entry because it was just breaking this resistance zone. If, if it breaks it with nice momentum, went all the way up, grabbed some liquidity at this area, and then trying to continue its move to the downside. So if it does this sort of thing, then there is a high chance that it will come down till this area. You can place an entry though. Suppose if it comes down, then there is a high chance that there is a high chance that it will resume its trend. If it comes down, I will be just managing my stop loss at this around this area. And if it will continue its move to the downside, then there is a high chance that it will keep continuing down and give us our take profit. If it does not comes down, then that that then that will not be. I will still not placed any entry. I have just marked the lines, and I will be waiting. If I will see candles coming down like this, forming coming at around this area, then I will be placing the entry. Otherwise, if it goes up, then there is no need to just place an entry. Let it be. I will let it know if I will be going to place any entry. I have not placed any entry yet. Don't place any entry right now. Just wait for one more minute, just 50 seconds. If it closes bullish, then there is no need to place any entry. If it comes down and closes somewhere at around this area, like if it comes down and closes here, then we can take an entry. Let's suppose it comes down and closes like this. Comes down and closes like this, then we can place an entry. Otherwise, there is no need to be in the trade. Because I can just give you this is the reason why we should always wait for a 15-minute candle. See how well it came down to this resistance and then rejected from this area only. Gold, gold is not giving me that much of confidence to take this entry. GJ also gave a large big increase at all in this GJ also. I'm placing. I want to place an entry in gold. I've just placed an entry in gold because if it comes down at this area, so there is a high chance that it will continue its move to the downside. If it comes down at around this area, then there is a high chance that it will continue its move to the downside. If it does not come, then that is fine. But if it come down at around this area, then it will continue its move to the down. So that just dragged me in. Now trying to continue its move to the downside. Let me just look where I have placed my stop loss. I can place it inside bar. Can easily take this much of profit. This much I can easily take 0.8 from this trade. I'm expecting from this trade we can easily we can see some sort of range before think my take profit. I'm expecting this thing also in my mind that we can get some range because it has already given us a large move to the downside. It can give us a range also. That is fine. If we get any range, then that will be okay. That will be also okay. Problem as long as it is in our it is will hit our take profit. As long as it will hit our take profit, no problem. Come down and give us our take profit. It is falling quite good. It's going to hit my take profit. It's almost about to hit my take profit. It's quite nice. What does this sort of things? And if it is like if you have half time left in your hand, there is no need to get panic. There is no need to get panic. If you have, you see, many people will start panic at around this area. Then it almost about to just by if you look at my MT4, it was just about to hit my take profit just by 1 or 2 pips. Okay, so but it just went all the way up. But I'm not feeling any like anxiety or anything because I know that we are having almost 7 minutes in our hand, and gold does this sort of things. It does like it will come all the way down, then it will go all the way up, then again it will start and giving you this sort of thing. There is no need to get panic. Just calm. It has started making its move. Look at gold. See, it again continues slowly. It does all this sort of thing to just let people think that, oh, I don't want to continue my move down. I just want to go up. People will what they do, they will just open up, use like big lots up, and then again it will come. That's the sort of thing. Pretty much confident that it will easily hit my take profit. As this candle will close, what I will do, I will be just managing my stop loss at around this area. So let's suppose market reverses and goes up. Then how much I will lose? I will be just losing 0.5%. I will be just managing my stop loss at around this area. So I will be just losing 0.5%, not more than that. It's about to hit my take profit. Just just by just by some tips, it's but they just wait. Let the market hit the take profit. Watch other players. GJ, it's not. Look at all these candles. Look these move. I want when I take any entry, I want to see this sort of move. Okay, and this is not a move which I wanted to be in the with which I will be. I don't want to be in the trade. This sort of price action. This thing comes from. Let's suppose I teach something how to uh, how to trade. I can tell you all the things, all my criteria on what I see before taking any trade. But some things you have to learn by yourself. With experience, these things will come. Yeah. You know, sometimes subconsciously, many times my subconscious mind, my the people who have much experience, they will tell you like sometimes they have gut feeling, and this gut feeling thing comes with time. With experience, how much time you are giving on the chart. So I just in AJ, I am I am willing to take the entry, but I'm not taking the entry. Why? Because my subconscious mind is looking at this thing also, you know. And now I just knowingly noticed it that why I'm feeling uneasy to take an entry in this AJ. Because look at this sort of move to the downside. This is not good before taking any sort of entry. See what the gold did. Just by spread, it did not hit my take profit. It is very frustrating. You can see it just came down and just by the spread, it just sweetless. But let's just wait. It is what it is. Here it has just hit the take profit. No, here it has also hit the take profit. But it is about to. I think it is again about to hit the take profit. You can see just by spread, it is it is not hitting my take profit just by the spread. Let it let it run. It will come again like this, then there's a high chance it will hit the take profit. Just by spread, come down. It is very see just by spread, it is not hitting it. See, it has already almost come at my take profit area. almost come. Just by spread, it is not hitting. Look at look just by spread. See, I'm just closing it. Oh, okay, it just hit it. Hit it. Here also, it just hit the take of it. No, there is a height, so it will come down to touch this area. But you are seeing that how difficult it was for the candle to just hit that particular place. Why? Because in this sort of area, just the area, many people what they do. I also used to do this sort of thing. Like, let's suppose I assume that market will retrace from this area. This is a zone. From here, the market can retrace. So what I used to do, I just mark my stop loss at around this area. And many times, what the traders used to do, come down at this place, started making some range, and it is not good for our psychology. Believe me. If let's suppose you are in a trade, you just like it is not good for your psychology. Believe me or not. Some tips are not important. The important thing is your psychology. If that will be on the line, you will be definitely making money. And ranges, if you are in a trade and trade starts going in the range, then it starts messing with your psychology. Every time you will just look that thing and you will think that whether I did the right thing or not, whether I should be in the market or not. Those sorts of feelings will start emerging. Nowadays, now see, look, after this sort of all range bound candle, now this is the candle which on which I would like to place my entry. Let me just give a quick eye on AJ also. AJ also good. AJ again, let me just check it. But my take of it will not be that much. The take of it will be a small one at least. This trade. Let's just take an entry. Sorry, at least let me. Let's just place an order. Let me just what is happening? Why my lines cursor are not showing? Let's place an instant order and let's wait. Let's wait. Just place an order at around this area. Okay, if it comes at around this area, then I will be just placing it at around this area. I I have just placed an order at around this area. This will be an area. If it comes down and tags me in, then I will be in. I would like to be in that trade. But if it goes up from this area, then that is okay. That will be okay. Let me just look at the take profit zone. So at this point, I'm not looking. I'm not seeing any good zone from where I can get at least 0.4 or 5. Okay, let's wait. This is not good thing. This is not the good thing. I have not. My order has not been triggered yet. Let me just look at uh, look at an area for AJ as a look at a look, sorry. Let me look an area for the take profit of AJ. AJ is not good. Let's suppose it tags me in. If it able to break this thing, that it will come at around this area. If it does not come at around this area, then it will. Just removing the order, not getting that much of confidence in this. I've just removed my pending order because I was not getting the confidence. The reason is that we are having a zone at that area. That is the reason why I was not getting the confidence because we have a zone. Let's suppose I take an entry at this area, so that will not be a. Let's see what this candle does. Then we will think again on it. Let's see what this candle do. Oh, US 30 7 p.m. candle has opened. In gold, we are again seeing some sort of continuation, but now I know that if you look at gold, you can see that we are approaching this zone. So I don't want to take any further entry in gold. Akash, did you take this gold entry? Nice, nice. You must be up at around 1.5%. GJ is looking quite good. The thing which I wanted to see in GJ, the GJ is following that thing. Sorry, GJ, no, not GJ. I was telling about AJ. It's tempting me a lot. It's tempting me a lot, but uh, I'm already two trades, so I will be very cautious before taking any further entry. I don't want to be in any entry where no losses. I don't care about the loss, but I don't want to be in an entry for so long. Okay, let let's place our entry. I have just placed the entry. I have just placed the entry, and let's see what happens because it is tempting me a lot. If it breaks it and continues its move to the downside, then there is a high chance it has just tagged me in, and let's see what it does. It has just tagged me in. I will be very precise on managing risk on it, and I will not be looking for a very big reward in this trade. Usually, my rewards are not big, but still, I will be looking some rewards. Just placing my take profit at around this area, somewhere at around this area will be a good place to take the take profit. It is coming down. Sorry, it is coming down quite aggressively, which is nice. Absolutely nice. It is good. It is about to hit my take profit. Let me just mark this on MP4. It is about to hit the take profit. Again, it did not hit me just by spread. The spreads are killing me. So just wait. There is a high chance that it will give us our take profit. There is no need to be panic or just wait. Essentially. Akash, have you taken this trade? Nice, nice. I think it has just given you your take profit, but in my it is just retracing from this area, which is I will be just waiting because there is a high chance that it will come down and give me my take profit. So I will not be in any rush to not take it. Just give it some time. Well, when it does not hit your take profit just by a spread, it becomes very frustrating. You know, when it does not hit your take profit just by a spread. When it does not hit your take profit just by a spread, it is very frustrating. Okay, let it run. Next time when it will approach my take profit area, and if it will not hit by spread, I will close it manually because I have placed my stop loss at some sort of zone. So that is not a good place to stay for so long. There's some sort of zone. So here's some sort of resistance zone if you go previous. This is not a good area to be in the trade for so long. You have to trace nothing. You can see it just retraced all the way back up, and just by spread, it did not hit my take profit. You can see this thing. And this is very frustrating, you know. See, I know that it will come down and give me my take profit. There is a high chance that it will come down and give me my take profit. But it's very frustrating, you know. It's not good for psychology. Now I will be just managing my stop loss at around this area. I don't want the market go up and take my stop loss. I don't want to be in that sort of condition where it go all the way up and take my entire stop loss. I want to lose my entire capital. Oh, sorry, entire risk of this trade. I just managed it. Let, let's just move our stop loss. It will just do a 1 or 2 pixel off the trade. If it comes down, then there is a high chance it will just hit my take profit. Sometimes it does happen. Let's see what other pairs are doing. Just check that DJ. Sorry, 30. So you can see US30 is still in the range, in sort of range. Gold has just touched this zone, which is good thing. Akash, are you exited from this entry or you are still in this trade in AJ? Have you exited it? Have you closed it or you are still in the trade? Get your take profit. Nice, nice, nice. It's playing with me only. Second continuous move to the downside. It just went up to retest this zone and now it's falling aggressively again. This time I have just, you can see, this time I have just moved it an inch so that it again does not do the same thing. Not even an inch, just I have just increased it so that, you know, look at the spread size. So like one or two pips. Now it's coming to my take profit. And there is a high chance it will hit my take profit. See, look at the spreads and then you see just by spread it did not hit me again. Let's just see. I have just closed it manually because you know this time it will just hit my take profit. But again, I did not want to be like again if it goes out of the app, then that is not good for our psychology, you know. I made around $54 on this and $54 on this. That is absolutely fine. Just for $1 or $2, I don't want to mess up with profit. I don't let any trade to mess up with my mind. Because after all, we are human beings, And in my case, I don't want to be in any trade for so long. If I'm in a trade for so long, it means that there is something wrong. There is something wrong. If it's taking more time than usual, it means that there is some problem in that trade. Because my strategy is something like that. You will get trades in, you will get your exit in like in maximum two candles, max one or two candles, max. If it's taking three, four, five candles, it means that there is some problem. You must close it, minimize your risk or close it. There is no need to be in that trade if it's taking that much of time. Get the take profit. So look, it was a very like I'm very happy with this trade. Just did some like it was not the trade's fault. It was my luck fault. See, I was hit the take profit, but just my spread it did not hit my take profit. It is just luck. You cannot say that there was any problem with the trade. Sorry, with the trade. There was problem with my luck today. Not luck also. I cannot blame my luck. Just take some one more like some 5 6 extra minutes. But see, it was a very planned trade. What I did, see this candle formed. I waited to close this candle. It went up, closed, and again I waited patiently. At this area, I was not willing to take the trade after seeing this sort of London session. But when I see this candle, and when you compare the height of this candle to all these candles, so this is very good, bearish. Okay, and that is why I decided to take the entry. In the beginning, I was not feeling confident. Why? Because there was some sort of resistance zone. Okay, but again, I took the entry. Why? Because I compared. See, it takes its like resistance zone at this area first, retraced, and again this time it gives us a nice bearish candle by breaking the previous 4 hour candle and 1 hour candle. So it gave me confidence to be in this trade. That's quite nice. So here I made around 0.73%. Uh, why I made only $53? Should I made okay. I made around 0.5% only in this trade. But that is fine. 0.5% is not a small amount. I let's suppose I get a loss in this trade. So how much would I be losing? I will be losing. See, total it is 27 pips, and I will be placing my stop loss after the second candle at around this area. So I will be losing just like 0.5. And how much I am making? I made around 0.5. That is fine. It's absolutely fine. Are you there, Parameshwar? Today, I have not got any message from Parameshwar. Are you still there or not, Parameshwar? Nice, nice. Nice to see you. See, if we Yes, 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 I know that, and that is why I asked that whether you are today or not. Here, I just wanted to highlight a point. See, sometimes what happens that if you see this sort of like candle, then you should not be sad that you missed this much of thing, this much of opportunity. You should not be thinking like that. I could make 1:1. Always remember, every time, just try to take some profit. Your goal must be to take some profits and not to just that much of profit, that much of risk reward, because that is not in your hand. Let's suppose I decided to just take like 1:2 risk reward, no matter whether the market is in trending, whether the market is in range, it doesn't matter. Whether the market is approaching a zone, I don't care. Every time I want 1:1 risk reward, then what will happen? You will get lots of losses. You will get 1:2 risk reward. There is no doubt in it. But in that process, we get lots of losses. And losses gives you, like, if you will start getting lots of losses, then it will start you know clouding your decisions. You will start giving after like three or four, five losses. After five losses, you will start losing your confidence. You will start thinking whether I'm doing the right thing or not. Nice, nice, Simon. Nice. So that is why you should always place take profit at around where the where you can expect some sort of rejection. Then only you should place your stop loss. Sorry, your take profit. Just 3 minutes. Uh, the 50-minute candle will close and new 1 hour candle will start. New closures. I have taken three trades for today, and I am almost 0.4% up. That is fine. I will be cautious. I will not be taking any unnecessary trade, because if you keep taking trades, it does not matter how high the probability is, but still, nice, nice, Parmeshwar, nice. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Just learn it, learn it. It's giving me nice result. It's giving nice result to me, and it will definitely give you nice result to you also. So, what I was saying, just forget what I was saying. Yeah. So I have every trade brings some risk with it, no matter how high the probability is. But if you are taking any trade, it will bring some risk with it. Um, so if you sit in front of the screen for the whole day, and let's suppose you take three or four winners, then there is no need to take the trade. You can sit, because if you see the chart, then you will get the experience that how the market is. You will knowingly you will I'm not getting the exact word what they used to say, like the phases of a trader whether he's doing the thing but unknowingly doing the thing. Our subconscious mind receives a lot of information unknowingly. We don't know how much. you know Look, subconsciously this is also going in our mind, that how its flag pattern forms, how this black candle forms, and if let's suppose I take an entry at this area and Like let's suppose I take an entry at this area and my stop loss is at around this area, I will be in a winner. So these all things are going inside our mind, but it does not matter. It does not. It doesn't mean that you should, if you are in front of the screen and if you see any opportunity, just jump into it. If you have taken like good profit, then there is no need to take unnecessary trades because every trade brings some risk with it. Yes, you should observe first. You should observe first and then decide whether you can trade this sort of strategy or not. Because many people want to just like in Gorilla, what we used to do to get high risk rewards. Our win rate was very low, but we were playing there for on high risk reward. Here my win rate is high. If you compare that, if you see my win rate, then it is high, comparatively high. But here I'm not getting a risk reward of like 1:4, 1:3. Even like many times I don't get a risk reward of 1:1, but my win rate is high. I'm playing on win rate. I'm not playing on risk reward. In Gorilla, we were playing on risk reward. So you must have to think like whether you can do this sort of trading or not. If like observe 2 or 3 days, 2, 3, 4 days, and then decide whether you want to do this sort of trading or not. Gold is very bearish. You can see it's breaking resistance again and again. But anytime it can give us a retracement because it is reaching at an area where you can expect some sort of retracement. Yes, with higher win rate, you can it's easier with higher win rate. Yeah, you get more confidence with your trade. And in Gorilla, I was also like I had to wait a lot. For one trade, you have sometimes I had to check my phone for 100 times. One for just for one trade, checking again and again. I compare every time Gorilla, because I have given a lot of time to it. And if you ask from me, you cannot imagine how much time I have given to data strategy. If I can, if you can see that, like I can show you how much time I have given to data strategy. Believe me, I used to sit for like 5 to 7 hours per day. I used to sit in front of the screen and doing this the back testing. Believe me, there was no need to just do this sort of hard work in data strategy. It was just Joshua who was not, whose content was not that much of pre-planned. Many things I had to done by just listening his recaps again and again. Just he will say the all the things, but in just one line. The important things also he will just give you like he will touch that thing, but just he will not he will not put pressure on that sort of important things, and that takes time. Now, if you ask for me to teach me Gorilla, I can just I can just teach you Gorilla strategy just in 1 week. And believe me, your 90% of trade will definitely match with Joshua. Your 90% trade, there is no need to do that much of back testing. 90% of trade will match with Gorilla. My 90% of trade matches with Gorilla, with Joshua's trade. When I decided to switch my strategy, then it was very I was like whether I am doing the right thing or not. I started doubting on myself because I have given a lot of time. Sometimes I feel like how Hannah would have been thinking. She switched from Falcon. She has almost gave around 2 years to Falcon. Then 1.5 2 years in GT. Then now she's learning SMC. Like then it was motivating for me. I thought that if that girl is willing to not willing to give up, then why should I give up? I should also just give chance to it. Because I am already in a good career. I'm doing law and I am in a good university. I know that if I will focus on my university only, I will be getting a good job, or I will be placed in a court, or I can do higher studies also. But still, I love this thing. I love this thing. That is why I thought to not to just leave it. Yes, I did a lot of let's if I'm making a live video on YouTube, it means that I have done a lot of practice on it. If I'm making a live stream live backtesting video on some strategy, it means I have already practiced like hundred of hours. Then I decided to start doing live backtesting video. But I have already done it in my so many. If you go to my channel and you check, you can see how much videos I have made on it. Lot of videos, lots of hard work. But see, like one thing is I have fixed in my mind. If somebody is not showing his PNL, if somebody is not showing his MT4, or if somebody is not showing his PNL, don't believe him or her. Don't believe. It doesn't matter whether it's Joshua, whether it's like any mentor, whether it's Phantom or whether it's Falcon. It does not matter. If you want to learn any strategy, then first Find a mentor who can show his live trades, who can show his PNL, who can show his MT4. When I started searching about the strategies, then it was in my mind that I want to see his or her PNL. Because FTMO, believe me or not, I asked like when I decided to switch the strategy, then I moved to SMC. I moved to SMC. I messaged I joined Phantom. I messaged them that see I have been from I, uh, I I have done I am from Gorilla, and I am having some doubt that I asked them generally that why I don't see any of the trader in FTMO. No, and I said that I have seen so many traders, like two or three traders of Gorilla in FTMO interviews, and why I don't see any of the trader from Phantom or SMC trader. I have seen very less SMC trader on FTMO. You know, so what they say that see, it's all marketing. They say to me, if you ask from me, I can send you the screenshots. They say to me that this is all the marketing. So all marketing, they have the tie up with Phantom, with the FTMO, and they give them a lot of clients. So that is why they promote their strategy. And it was for me very. I started thinking like, what the so you know. Then again, I just think that okay, let it be, just give it a shot also. So I just tried to. I just went to SMC, and again here that they are the same thing again, low win rate, low win rate again. So I'm not criticizing that they are. I'm not. Yeah, I have. I have read that trading in the zone book in 2016 or 17 only. Now it's getting famous and famous, but I have read that book in uh, 2017 or 15 or 16. I have, in my six, when I started training, like in my 70, between 15 and 2017, 2015 and 2017, I have studied almost like 30 books. I have read almost about 30 books from 2015 to 2017. Okay. Almost 30 books. And this is true. Whether it's Anna Collin, volume price analysis, Adam Green's, I don't remember the name of this book, science behind art of forex trading, and there was one book, trading in the zone. There was one more book, naked charting. I also studied like lots of books, lots of study in between 2015 and 2017, 18. I read a lot of books. And then why I stopped reading them, because after reading 30 books, every book was same thing again. I took I choose a book, and then I choose a book, and they have the same thing again, the same pattern, same price action, same support resistance, everything was same. After reading just like 30 books, I was getting the same thing again and again and again. Then I stopped reading the books, because every book was like writing the same thing with other context. Like I studied naked charting. They name it a kangaroo tail or mulla something. Kangaroo. This is simple like dozy or something. He name it as a kangaroo tail or different different sort of name. Like gorilla has placed a flag pattern, like a bomb setting again and again, just different. Same story, just different cover. No, I have not heard any uh, like they have given money to any of the trader. I have not heard it. the like I have seen YouTubers also, so many YouTubers like Rafael. I, I watched his video. I have seen his some of his videos. Yes, AJ is falling quietly. AJ trending nicely. So I took the benefit of this AJ trending. Just came down. Now it's retracing. I am looking for a trade in US 30. Just where is US 30? Just in time. Where is the stop loss? The things are taking quite much time. This much of a stop loss, and I have just quite saying invalid stop loss, quite so lines. Sorry. Okay, but this is not my this is not my actual line. Let me just place my actual line. This is my actual line. I just want to place an entry. Uh, I'm just placing an instant order. I've just placed an instant order. Let me just check. Yep, it has just opened. It was a fast trade. I don't know whether Akash has taken it or not. But it may give you another chance. If somebody has not taken it, it can give you another chance. Where is my take profit? Why it's not? Why my stop loss has not been triggered? Activator. That's okay. Fine. I just I had already marked my all the zones in US 30, and I saw the break of that zone. You can see it nicely. See it first. It breaks from this area, trying to come down, went up again, grabbed so much liquidity from this area, and then came sharply. It just started falling down. So that is why I just decided to take the entry, and let me just check whether I should place my take profit. Take profit. We have a big reversal at around this area, which is not good. Below it, we don't have any. This is a big reversal zone. I should be careful. Should be very careful right here, right at this area, because this is a big reversal zone. I'm just closing this trade. It's coming down, but it's still there is a big reversal zone. Anytime it can just. Should I wait for at least this area? It just it has broken it and tried to continue its move down. Let me just check it. It's trying to come at this area. Trying to come at this area. I will be cautious. I will be very cautious. I'm just making it a risk-free trade because I don't want it to because this is because I'm not getting any zone where where I should place my take profit. So that is why I have just decided to make it a risk-free trade. If it comes down, then that is fine. And if it does not come down, let me just mark my take profit. It will be somewhere at around 0.5. $50 is enough for me. 0.5. Let's see. If it comes down, then that is good. If it does not comes down, take my take profit, then that is also fine. Because I don't want to risk my capital because it is in between air. There is no lower point, so where I can place my take profit. If I comes to daily also, you can see at this area we are having a nice rejection, so it can give you a rejection at any time. from this area. I took the entry, but still, it is a risky entry. We are having this sort of resistance at this area also. It can come all the way down to this, but again, we should not take a risk. If it comes down, hit my take profit, I'm okay with 0.5% risk. If it goes up, hit my stop loss, then that is also fine. I'm okay with that also. Because it is a very risky trade at this area. Let me just check it on 4 hours. Because there is no take profit zone at this around this area. If it comes down, then that is fine. If it does not, if it goes up and hit my take profit, then that is also fine. Okay, it hit my break even zone. I just made $3. I think Mia Khalifa is with you. It just gives me $3, but that is fine. I don't want to risk more in this because I was not getting any good take profit area. No, no matter how good the trade is, but it is very important to know where whether you if the trade does not goes in your favor, whether you want to exit from it. But here I was not getting any floor, you know, and it was you see this area here from here. See how aggressively market rejected. So that is why I just closed this entry at break even. I just made around $3. That is fine. It came at one point it was giving me $40, but that is fine. That is fine. I don't want to lose any money. I have made three winners. This I don't want to lose any money. And one more thing is that we are having this gap. Generally, what happens that market tends to fill this gap. That is why I just decided to close it at around break even. When I entered into the trade, everything was fine. Everything was like it break the zone. It was like it break it here, grab the liquidity, continue its move to the everything was fine. But when I did not get any like any zone where I want to exit, then that is a problem. That is not good. If you don't get any zone where you whether you like where you will exit your trade, then that is problem. But that is why I exited at around break even. Just $3. That is fine. Sometimes what happens in this sort of area, you'll get a white candle like this, a big white candle in this sort of area. I have seen it so many times. Like in this sort of area, you can get this sort of white candle, where you will not even be able to manage your stop loss. And if you look at this 15-minute candle in MT4, you will see you are having some sort of gap down. You see, if you look at it closely, you will see this sort of gap down. No, this can also be a dead cat bounce. Before happening a dead cat bounce, the candle forms a gap down. Okay. Before happening a dead cat bounce, then it just goes up sharply. So after seeing all these things, I just decided to take it from this trade. GJ is making a smooth. Lots of move. You know what US 30 is doing? It's forming a big, not big. DJ is not giving us any opportunity to be in the market. So let it be. Now I have decided not to take any extra trade, no matter how good it is. I will not be taking any trade. But I have already taken four trades. One was almost break even. I took four trades. Still enough for me today. Just give me a moment. I will be back in just 1 minute. Sorry, I just forgot to unmute it. See, this is the reason why I did not wanted to be in this trade. I just take it because it was a nice trade. But the problem is that there's a very there was no zone for exit, and there was a daily rejection area. From there, the market has rejected quite aggressively. In that sort of area, you should not look for any sell opportunity. And let's suppose I am in this trade, so my stop loss would be at around this area after this, after the closing of this candle. My stop loss would be at around this area. Let's suppose I lose this trade. So how much I will be losing? I will be just losing 0.25%, which is nothing. My average trade makes around 0.5, 0.6%. If I lose 0.25, then that is good. My risk reward is in that way is okay. Mhm. So now gold is at around this area. Now gold is showing some rejection. See, AJ is US 30 is not able to decide in which direction it should go. It should go. See, went up again, came down, struggling. Look at the rejection. So this is the thing which I did not want to see. That is why I exited the trade. See, from here it rejected all the way up at this area. This is not good. So now I don't think we will be getting any trade now. I've already taken 4 trades, so I have already exhausted my lots of energy. So I don't want to take any further trade. Today I almost made around 1:2. If everything goes well, then I will increase my risk from the next month. I will be increased it to at around 1%. If everything goes well. This strategy is still in its nascent form, so uh, don't want to increase a risk much. But if everything goes well and I get uh, this sort of results from the last consistent, then I will be definitely increase my risk to 1%. Till then, for the this one for this entire month, my risk will be 1%. Oh, sorry, 0.2% only, and that is also a big amount. If I see my like P&L, then I like in 1 or 2 days I will get my payout. Like I will get my payout date. So $648 is almost at around like 45 $42,000, 42,000 rupees. Sorry, which is I get enough money to just uh, for a university student it's enough money. And if like you are from India, then you know that your parents bear out your all expenses. They give that. In foreign countries, after like 14 or after 15, they stop giving you money. But here in India, we do get money until we get a job. So we get money for all the things, but after that, 40,000 extra is enough, lot of money for university student. So this is the reason why you should not like not hurry to just make a lot of money in trading, because prop firms give you that opportunity to make that much of money in a short period of time. You just have to keep thinking about improving your skill. Once the skill will improve, you will be easily able to make a lot of money. Gold is showing some direction. Have you guys noticed that today my internet speed is quite good? Like internet speed, I cannot say that it's internet speed only or like it's a problem with trading. Because I remember that in yeah, on Friday or Thursday, my trading was very slow. It took more time than usual. If you see my present net speed, then it's quite a lot. Sorry, the result will not be good because I'm streaming right now. So will not visit. Still, you can see that the speed is quite good. Even 483 dps downloading speed. Loading speed is also quite nice. Giving 240, 31 is quite a lot. In a big candle. But breaks down when somebody wants to take a trade, he or she may take a trade at around this area. A profit at around this area. This trade. If comes down and tags you in, then this will be a nice trade. But as I have decided not to take the trade, I am not going to take this trade. Still be a good trade, but again, your plan is important. Some percentage is not important, but you have decided just stick to it. AJ is also making it smooth. We have taken a lot of entries today. Okay. So I have seen this uh, 15 candle, and this is not a good candle. This is not a good candle to take trade right now because it was not able to break this low and closing came down and closed at around this area. This is not a good candle. AJ is quite good. In AJ, see this type of thing I was expecting in year 30. See, it came down, break this week and closes. Here, see what it did. It was not able to close it correctly, but that is why I was like, but still I don't want to take any trade in any of the AJ or US 30 because I've taken grabbed my picks. I'm just watching it just for the sake of confidence whether it's continuous maybe or not. But again, it's a risky one because this is a rejection area. If anybody is taking, I have marked this zone. See, it is doing all this thing inside a zone. Anytime you can get rejected. It was quite looking quite good. Came all the way down, break this low and closes. So it is quite good. But again, I'm just calling it. I'm not going to take any credit. Okay, bye bye. Happy trading. I have done for today. Let's wait for 3 minutes. Sorry, 30 minutes so that I just don't break my routine. And don't quite if anybody got taken this email around this. matter on your control. It is also for the next thing. Let's suppose you have taken this entry, then this will also be analysis. Right. Give somewhere around failure. Again, I was having a second thought in this trade because of the zone, because of the place. I don't like the place where it is. Now, GJ is also like AJ has also fallen a lot. If you get this sort of move, then there is a high chance that you can get a one or two retracement candle then before coming down. Now, also it's approaching an area where it can easily get a retracement. To go to left, you can get some sort of you see from this area, it can easily give you a retracement. If you would have taken an entry in DJ, AJ, then your exit must be somewhere at around this area only. Exit must be some at around this area that would have given you your take profit. Let's suppose you take an entry at around this area, plus somewhere at around this area, you would have easily make around 0.6. US 30, if I would get a chance to take this trade, I would definitely think twice before taking this entry. It doesn't matter whether it's losing or lose or win, but the area I don't like. In AJ, it was a very steep. It breaks this low, closes bearish, and now continues its move to the down, and almost it has given you your take profit. See, it has hit your take profit. But in US 30, the problem first problem was like the foremost problem was the zone. The problem for okay, we could manage, but the zone problem was very. Because in those sort of zones, you can get a very big bullish candle. The first process. See how well it just touched this zone and showing rejection. This is the reason why we should always, if you taking this sort of trade, then look for the most recent zone. Almost refreshed. If I would have taken this trade, it would also be a winner because I will be just managing myself somewhere at around this area. AJ also hit or take profit if I would have taken this entry. So see, on daily basis, you get lots of entries. You don't have to worry about entries in this sort of a strategy. Whether the market is trending or in range, you definitely get one or two good entries. But yeah, one thing you have to keep in mind, let's suppose you are winning, then you can take two or three or four trades. But if you are losing, then maximum loss, two consecutive loss max. After this, stop trading. Stop taking any trade. It doesn't matter how good the trade looks. It doesn't matter like what is happening in the market. Just don't leave the computer, but don't take trade. Just make this thumb rule. Don't leave the computer, but at least don't take trade. Sit in front of the computer, just mark pseudo trades like I mark. I mark around this area. I just like to mark pseudo trades. I just want to see whether, if let's suppose I take the entry, whether it will hit my take profit or not. I like to just want to see it whether it would have given me my take profit or not. Let's suppose I take this entry, then mark pseudo trades, but don't take trades. If you have two positive losses, if you at any point of time, if you have taken like your loss is almost 0.2, like let's suppose you are risking 1% and your loss is 2%. You're showing it in your PNL. Stop trading. Okay. Just two loss. Stop trading. Okay, so this is our result today. $99. One trade was at break even. Three trade were winner. Took four trades. One was break even. Three was winner. It's quite nice. Okay, bye bye. Happy trading. See you tomorrow.